Hello everyone, myself Akshita from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. Today I am here to discuss the topic about comparing different window types and their uses in user interface design. So let's move into contents. Contents: Introduction, primary window, secondary window, model window, pop-up window, comparison of windows and conclusion. So, introduction. A window is a rectangular portion of the display on a computer monitor that presents its contents. For example, the contents of a dictionary, a text file, or an image, seemingly independently of the rest of the screen. Windows are one of the elements that compress a graphical user interface, which is also called GUI. Windows in user interface design are essential elements that structure how users interact with an application. Each window type has distinct purposes and usability considerations. Below is the explanation of common window types, that are primary windows, secondary windows, model windows, and pop-up windows, along with their best use cases. So, first let me discuss about primary windows. Definition of primary windows is: it is the main interface or workspace where users can perform the primary tasks of an application. So, examples of these windows is web browser, word processor, or the home screen of a mobile app. Best use cases of primary windows are core workflows or primary tasks, presenting the main content and functionality, navigation hub for accessing other parts of the application. These are the best uses of these windows, and design considerations are: should be visually prominent and intuitive, provide easy access to secondary features through menus or navigation bars. So next move into secondary windows. Definition of this window is supplemental windows that provide additional functionality or information related to the primary window, often referred to as auxiliary or child windows. So examples of these are setting panels, help dialogues, or detailed views of specific elements. So the uses of these secondary windows are displaying complementary information without cluttering the primary interface, editing preferences, advanced configuration, or detailed object properties, allowing multitasking by enabling multiple secondary windows to be open at once. These are the uses of these windows in user interface design. Next, design considerations: should not overwhelm or distract from the primary window. It should include a clear way to return focus to the main interface. Next, model windows. Definition of this: focused temporary windows that require user interaction before returning to the primary interface. They even block interaction with the rest of the application until resolved. Examples of these model windows are file upload dialogues, confirmation prompts, or login forms. These are examples of model windows, and best uses of model windows are critical tasks that demand user attention, preventing user errors. For example, confirming destructive actions, temporary actions that don't require a new screen or secondary window. So these are the some of the uses of model windows. Next, design considerations: use sparingly to avoid interrupting user or workflows unnecessarily. Provide clear actions like example OK or cancel, and ensure users can easily exist. So this is all about this model windows. Next, pop-up windows. Definition of this is small independent windows triggered by user actions or system events. So example of these windows is notification, advertisements or tooltips. So best uses of this pop-up windows is delivering brief context sensitive information, highlighting important updates or user actions that are, for example, you have new messages. Interactive elements like small forms or quick settings. So these are some of the uses of pop-up windows in user interface design. For this purpose, these pop-up windows are most commonly used. That is for context sensitive information or highlighting interactive elements. Now, next, design considerations of these pop-up windows are: avoid being intrusive, especially for advertisements. Ensure proper placement and timing to maintain user focus. Use sparingly to reduce annoyance and improve user experience. So these are the design considerations of pop-up windows. Now, let's look into comparison of the windows, that is primary window, secondary window, model window and pop-up windows. Let's discuss these use cases, characteristics and common issues. First, primary window. Use case of this primary window is it is the main app interface, and the characteristics of this are central, consistent, responsive, and common issues are complexity in large applications. Next, secondary window. The use case of this secondary window is supplementary tasks, and characteristics of this window is resizable, supports multitasking, and the common issues of the secondary window is can clutter the workspace. So these are the use cases and characteristics, common issues of secondary window. Next, let's move into model window. For this model window, the use cases are critical interactions. For critical interactions, we can use this model window. And characteristics of this model window is it blocks other interactions and it is also more focused. So these are the characteristics of this model window. And common issues of this window is interruptive if overused. If we overuse this, it can interrupt the interactions. Next, pop-up windows. So the use cases of this pop-up window is contextual tips and notifications. For this purpose, this pop-up window is used in user interface design. And the characteristics of this pop-up window is temporary and triggered by actions. So it is not permanent, it is just temporary and it also gets triggered by actions. Common issues is intrusive when overused. So it will become intrusive when it is again overused. So this is the comparison between primary window, secondary window, model window and pop-up windows. Next, conclusion. Choosing the appropriate window type is vital for creating a seamless and intuitive user experience. Primary windows should focus on main workflows, while secondary windows should handle supplementary tasks. And these model windows can be used for high priority interactions and pop-up windows to provide timely, non-intrusive information. By strategically applying each type, you can enhance usability and also maintain user engagement. So this is all about comparison of different types of windows and their best uses in user interface design. Thank you.